card number 2 in the series. This is now the sort of feminine counterpart to the Magician. This is the High Priestess, and she stands for sort of mystery, subconscious, the occult, whereas the Magician was more controlling material things. She's a lot more sort of, you know, the subconscious and the stuff that just sits out of your eye line, I think. The card on the left, you know, that both women are very restful, very calm, stillness. Yeah, there's a stillness about both cards. The one on the left, you've got pomegranates over that veil that's kind of hiding what's behind there, but it appears to be water of some kind. She's actually sat between the two pillars from the Temple of Solomon. And, you know, this sort of pale blue robes, very serene, very calm. And again, we're talking about the sort of black and white, the duality of our natures, good and bad, and how we kind of moderate those and control those. And again, the pomegranate, it appears on the one on the right. And again, it's symbolising feminine power and that subconscious. But she's also holding a dowsing pendulum, and that's to gain knowledge of a less apparent nature. And then around the neck is a key as well, which is, you know, a symbol of the potential to be unlocked. So it's a time of sort of stillness and illuminating the darkness with this crescent moon. You know, it's time to, I mean, again, the card on the left, she's got the sun on her crown and she's got her feet on the moon, so she's got the sort of the light and the dark, and again, it's controlling that. And it's a very ethereal quality as well. So you've got, you know, someone like the Empress, who we'll get to in a minute, is a bit more earthy. This one's a bit more, ethereal and spiritual. There you go. And again, I think in anything you need to find the balance between the two, don't you? You don't want someone who's daydreaming all the time. You don't want someone who's watching every penny. There's a balance that needs to be struck. And I think that's what the card on the right does. The way the woman has been illustrated, it looks like her hands are kind of balancing these things. You know, is that pomegranate kind of floating in the air as she just chucked it up there? The one thing I don't think you can quite see, which is just fantastic on this card, the spot gloss there. Let's try and there we go. That spot gloss there. That is the topographic map of the Mariana Trench, which is obviously is the deepest place on Earth. And we know very, very little about it. You know, we've managed to get down there a bit, but you know, you can only go so far before the pressure becomes so much and it gets crushed. But what a fantastic background image to kind of reinforce, you know, what we know and what we don't know. What we don't know is far, far greater. So yeah, it's the Mariana Trench is brimming with knowledge and information we've yet to touch, although we're getting there. So I think that's what this is about, that sort of subconscious, ethereal feel. And both cards, I think, just knock this one out of the park. So dead heat for me. Great card.